Today we're going to be looking at kinematics with antidifferentiation, or integration as I usually call it. So remember when we were doing kinematics with differentiation, and I said to you that we had the three different ways, or the three letters: S, which is our displacement, V, which is velocity, and A, which is acceleration. Often we call displacement our distance, but it's an S, so that's very important to remember. And if you start on the left with your distance or displacement, when you're differentiating that, it becomes the velocity, and when you differentiate that, it became the acceleration. And if you've got the acceleration, if you undo that differentiation, so you anti-differentiate it, you will find your velocity, and if you undo that, you will find your displacement. So in exactly the same way that we were doing finding the original function given the gradient, we just need to look at the words in the question and work out what it is that they are asking us. So I have got a question from the 2018 exam, and I thought we could do that one. So Adam is operating his drone. It is moving in a straight line in t seconds after passing a tree. Its acceleration in meters per second is given by A of t is equal to 6 minus 12t. So hopefully you look at that, you go, oh, that's a straight line, got that. 2 seconds after the drone passed the tree, its velocity is 20 meters per second. How far was the drone from the tree when its velocity was 20 meters per second? Now, it's talking about velocity there, and we were given an original equation which was acceleration. So if I just look at my initial SVA, I know that I just need to integrate my acceleration. Obviously, I'm going to have some C, and I need to find some other information to put into there, just like we did with our finding the original curve in the previous examples. So I have been given acceleration, and I am wanting my velocity. Now I know I need to anti-differentiate. So the 6 give me 6t. Remember, it's in terms of time, so it's t, not x. And 12t would become t squared. 12 divided by 2 is 6. And I've got some c that could have been added on there that I need to acknowledge as well. Now for that, you get an achieved mark. So just, if it looks like a kinematics question, just anti-differentiate and you've got some marks straight away. The next part is it says 2 seconds after the drone passed the tree, its velocity was 20 meters per second. So we've got a time and we've got a velocity at that time. So my velocity after 2 seconds is equal to 20 meters per second. So 12 minus I'm just going to actually do the whole thing so I don't make the silly mistake that I did last time. And now I'm just going to add that over there. So C equals 32. And it'll be in meters per second. So I have worked out what C is. What was the question? How far was the drone from the tree when its velocity was 20 meters per second? So let us think about that. Now, so far, what have I done? I've actually found my velocity is going to be 6t minus 6t squared plus 32. Now have a little think. what are they asking us for next? So hopefully you've had a little thought, a little think. So we need to do that all again. So we now need to find our S, or our displacement. So S of t is equal to, now when I've got this, remember it goes t squared, and then 6 divided by 2 is 3, minus t cubed, and 6 divided by 3 is 2, plus 32t plus, I'll put a different thing in there because I've already used c, I'll put a k. So, I have got 3t squared minus 2t cubed plus 32t plus some k. Now, whenever we start with our kinematics, if I am starting, it's always the displacement from a specific origin, and I would know that my displacement and my time are going to be linked together. So it's talking about where it started from. It started from him, so my displacement and where it starts are both going to be 0. So I know that when time is 0, k should also equal 0. If it was starting at a different place, they would have given me some information about that. So I know that S of 0 is equal to 0 minus 0 plus 0 plus 0. I don't know why I just did that. That's obviously just 0, so I can just put k as 0. So I know, sorry, that S of t equals 3t squared minus 2t cubed plus 32t. And the time that, the question was, how far was the drone from the tree when its velocity was 20 meters per second? Well, I know when its velocity was 20 meters per second, it was 2 seconds after the tree. So I'm looking at t equals 2. So S of 2 equals 3 times 2 squared minus 2 cubed plus 32 times 2. So 12 minus 8, 16 plus 60 equals that amount. My distance is 60. Okay, so meters. Hopefully that all made sense. Ask questions if you need to. See you next time.